maybe an ad for you on Instagram. I was like, nah, like my brother, he takes all these courses and it'd be like, I was like, And then I followed Tech is the New Black.
Okay.
And my brother does too.
Shout out to Cyrus. Yeah.
Yes. My brother does too. And so he sent it to me. He sent me your interview. And I was like, I've been seeing her on Instagram, but I didn't think so. I watched the interview and I was like, yeah, let me get her that. Let me do this.
That's funny. I don't know about her. She a scam.
There's a lot of people scamming out these days. I was like,
I know about that. That is so funny. I love the realness, like, because I try to, allow you guys to go through, do what you came to do for you, right? Get what you needed out of this. But, I love the realness when we could just go back and be like, girl, did you think I was a scam? Well, did you think this program?
I was like, it's too good to be true.
Right. So when did you come to Road to QA?
I think I got in October, but I didn't really get into it until maybe January. I was all in the festivities, the holiday festivities.
Right.
And yes, I don't think I really got into it until January.
And you did the internship or no?
Yes.
Okay,
April.
so tell the people.
Yes,
Okay, you did the April. So you got serious January, did the internship April. How was the experience starting Road to QA? Because Road to QA is designed in a way to kind of push you and to not give you everything, because we want to make you a software tester. And so a lot of times people say, I need this and this and this and this, right? We're there to support you, but it's purposely designed away because I want you to become a software tester. I want you to be that SME. I want you to push yourself. I want you to understand how to use your resources. So how was it going through the Road to QA program for you?
I think it was pretty simple for me. I love school and doing homework and stuff like that. So it was pretty simple for me. It was straightforward. It was very thorough. And the recording calls with you, John, and Cliff.
Oh yes, yeah, we got some archive ones. Yeah, those are some raw.
Yeah,
those are some raw.
Really
some raw calls.
Yeah.
Right.
And those was like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, right. Right. I keep them because they are so raw, so real. It's when we all, started our journey and we were all in our roles. Me when I was job stacking, again, I don't tell you how to do it. I tell you to show that was my experience and how I got where I was. So awesome. So you went through the program, you did the internship. How was the internship?
It was good. It was, oh my gosh.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. Yes, it was a lot, but it's not too much.
Okay.
But it was just like, this is my first time, like,
putting it all together.
Doing this job, right?
Right.
So it's just like, it was a lot. We had some technical difficulties.
Right.
Right on that. Excel. And then I was like, no, I don't want my stuff in Excel. So I had to, you told me don't put it back in Jira because it's too much work. I was like, I like all my stuff together. So I had to copy and paste it all together. I think the pre-internship work though, oh my gosh. I chose to do ADP.
Okay.
And there's so many steps. But the things that I was testing, I think I had like one with like 30 something steps. I was like, oh my God.
It made you work.
Yeah, I was like, why did I do this? But because I use ADP for payroll.
Right.
So I was like, oh.
Channeling your inner software tester with what you know already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yes.
So you joined us October, got serious January, did the internship April. Now we're going in August. We got our first offer. Tell us about going into the market. Now, what did you use for resume services? We have DIY, we have people that help, we have other people that we recommend. How did you actually do your resume?
Lori,
shout out to Lori. So Lori's still out here helping. All right. So Lori did your
resume look good.
Shout out to Lori. She did the resume. Let's go. So when do we actually get into the market?
March. And it's crazy because yes, it's crazy because this job that I got an offer for, I apply. I keep a spreadsheet of everything I apply for, so I can mark it off. What hits I get back for whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I went back and I was like, when I seen a missed call, I was like, I don't know this number. I'm not answering.
Mm-hmm.
Then I seen a voicemail and I was like, let me check my emails. I looked back and I applied for this job March 25th.
And we're going in August. And what's the start date?
August 12th.
August 12th. Isn't that crazy? So you see how some of us be like, I've been applying, I'm not getting no hits, and job processes they can be different, right, from company to company. And I mean, I've had jobs call me back a month later. So the work, don't discount the work you're putting in every day like it's just going to call you tomorrow. They have their process and their ways of doing things. So how did that phone call go when that actually came back to you?
They called and they left a message, and it was just like, hey, we left an email for you to see if you could answer 2 questions for us, and then we'll get back for an interview. And it was just asking, am I in the area, and the salary range. Is the salary range okay for me? Mm-hmm. And then I said yes through the email, and then they emailed me back and asked to choose a date for an interview. And I think I interviewed July 18th.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how was the interview process?
July 19th.
How was the interview process? Did you think it was real the way it came back to you, or was you ready? How was that feeling to say, okay, they want me to interview, this just came back to me?
So before I've had like recruiter calls, and it was completely different from this interview. This interview, I went in. First of all, I was nervous, I don't know what. And then I was just talking to the receptionist, and we in there laughing. So when we got that, they took me back. They was like, oh, we heard you laughing. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, I was that loud. But they was like, no, it's fine. We like to have people laughing in here. So I was like, okay. So then they just asked me like, oh, one of the guy, it was a woman and a man who interviewed me, and he was like, oh, I'll be back. You got some tech difficulties, so I'll come back in 5 minutes. So the lady was just like, how did you get into this? So my backstory, childcare, they asked me to test their software, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, oh my gosh, I was working for a bank, and they started asking me to test their stuff, and that's how I got here. Right. So we were just talking. They didn't ask me no tech. I was like, this is, like, am I wasting my time?
Right.
You already choose someone? Like, am I just sitting here wasting my time? They asked me like questions about myself, how to describe myself, blah blah blah. Then they said, okay, well here's an activity for you, and it was business requirements, but it was 1 page. A
business requirement.
I said, this is it. Right. And they was like, yeah, we usually get like 1 or 2 pages. We don't do like 300 pages. So I was like, okay. They was like, well, how would you do your test cases? I read it. I was like, I gave them a user story and how I would do it. And then I was like, but y'all want me to go step by step? They said, no, that was perfect. And I was like, okay. They was like, you did good. I was like, okay. And then they were just talking to me. We were just talking. And it was like real good energy, nice vibe. And that was it. They was like, you'll hear from us in 2 weeks. And I was like, we're still interviewing. I was like, oh, okay.
Were they interviewing for multiple positions, or was it just one? Do you know?
It said online, because I went back online to look at the opening, and it said it had 1 position open.
Okay, so they came back.
Still interviewing for this position.
Gotcha. So they came back, they interviewed. How did you find out that you got the job? I sent my mom a verification code, and I was like, Mom, check your emails for me. I said, speaking of emails, from July 19th, I was checking my emails. I kept scrolling. I know I'm not going to get nothing at 3 o'clock in the morning, but I'm still going checking my emails. So I was like, speaking of emails, let me check my emails. As soon as I opened up my emails, I seen that lady thing, and it said, Alexis, we pleased. Really? I said, all I seen was, we're pleased. Are you serious?
And then I threw my phone in. It was hopping everywhere.
Are you serious? So you got an email. Did it tell you, like, we want to extend the offer, or what did the email actually say?
Yes, we would like to, we're pleased we're pleased to extend the offer, bring you to our team. Here's a overview of our benefits, and there's an offer letter for here as well if you would like to sign and send it back to us.
Wow. So are you remote or?
Yes.
So you're remote?
Yes, and the office is literally like 10 minutes from my house, but I am remote.
Oh, so you are also, the benefit is that you're in the city, so they have you close to them too, so that probably, wow. Okay, so do you know what you're going to be testing?
NAVC, like naval systems, and naval maintenance systems.
Wow, okay. Are you ready?
I'm nervous.
Well, it's okay. You're going to be in the graduates chat. So we're moving to the graduates chat on your start day. Remember, we're going to send, and then you just, on your start day. So, you can ask any questions, and, we can't look at proprietary systems, but we can definitely try to guide you, with anything. But, according to the job description, how do you feel about, what they're requiring, what they're asking?
Well, they said that they were doing mainly regression testing, and they're strictly manual.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, I can do that.
I can do that.
I said, but if you do have opportunities for me to learn automation testing, I would like that as well. And it was like, okay. I was like, great.
Right.
Like, okay, I like that. And then they was asking me, how do I keep upscale? I said YouTube, Udemy, any course.
Right, because we're testing.
Harvard even had free, computer science classes.
Okay. Yeah.
I've done that too.
Okay.
So,
you said you love learning, so, and that's, I think that's great as a QA engineer. Now it's just more technical learning and skill set to maintain and to be able to maintain that. So you're starting, you said August 12th. How does it feel to know? Now I know we want the first check to really know is real, right? But how does it feel? Are they sending you equipment? Do you have to go to the office to get it? What's going on with that?
So August 12th, I go in to get my equipment.
Okay.
I'll talk to HR, finish my onboarding, because I did some partial onboarding online. They sent me already.
All right.
And then I go meet HR, I meet my team, and then,
Then we get started. Wow.
Wow.
So we're talking about in less than a year, you made an investment. Now, again, we got to see the check, but according to what I saw, your first check will definitely be well more than your Road to QA investment. Is that right? So we'll make that back, and we'll have a career that we can continue to skill up in and continue to grow. Do you have any future, now you said automation, do you have any, in Road to QA, we always talk about other non-technical versus technical. Do you just want to go technical and go into automation, or are you open to, any other like business analyst, product owner, things of that nature, so non-technical management, or where do you see yourself like taking this?
So I have my Scrum certification as well.
Okay.
I went and got that before I started your class.
Okay, awesome.
In last September. So if we can work our way up there.
Right, you can work. Right, you got a few mentors like Sade and Antoine who are Scrum Masters on Road to QA.
Yes.
So that's very encouraging. Wow. So how is this going to be a benefit to just your life and your journey and your goals for what you want for yourself?
Oh my gosh. It's on the up from here. It's so much I'm going through right now. Oh my God.
And we can talk later, but I got you. Okay.
This is a blessing.
Well, I want to thank you for just allowing me to answer some questions so people can see that this is real. We are real people, and we are coming from all walks of life. We're making our career pivot real. You have just made yours real. I want to thank you for trusting Road to QA. I love you. I love you guys. I'm going to talk to you in just a minute privately. But if you have one thing to share with someone who's sitting on the fence and thinking about joining Road to QA, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to do it, because the only thing you're going to lose is a little bit of time with your friends. You have to sacrifice to get what you want. And I did it. You can do it. I tell you, we own daycare, so it's a lot of my
Right, it's a lot of time. Right.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So do it.
Do it.
Get on it. Get on it.
Right. Well, let's go ahead and we'll wrap up with Alexis. Thank you so much for letting me do this. And you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll see you on the next one. We had 4 offers this month, so we'll see you on the next one, right? 4 different students. So, all right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much. I'm going to chat it up with her. See you guys next time. Thanks.